Hello. Yes, you are welcome to this section of the training, which is named Vagina Prolapse. Yes, I'm very sure a lot of people won't understand what this means, and that is why it is very important to dwell on it, speak on it, and also give us the symptoms that you are likely to go through that will help you know if you really have this. We know in this side of the country, though in developed country, you can easily walk into an hospital, get the test done at a reasonable rate, even if it's expensive, but you know you have a cover. We know what it means. But in this side of the country, you just need to take care of yourself. Don't let it get to the level where you will need to do a test what 100,000, what 200,000 just to dictate what is wrong with you. We don't want any woman to fall under this type of situation, and that is why we are throwing out information on regular basis just to help a lot of women. So vaginal prolapse is a situation where all parts of the vagina collapse. They fall into the vaginal opening. The bladder, the rectum, the uterus, everything collapses into the vaginal opening. And the symptoms, what you have to see, you won't understand how this collapse, but there's a diagram I'll be dropping after dropping this video, and I'll be putting some highlights on what I mean about this vaginal prolapse. I'll put some highlights on that picture for you to be able to understand. It collapses into the vaginal opening, and this is really, really detrimental to your health. In most cases, it's an operation. Though it's not a common thing, but let us know what it entails. Let us have a knowledge of what is happening. We are talking about our vaginal health, and this is part of it. How can you take care of yourself so that you won't have such issues? So the symptoms are heavy sensation in the pelvic. Are you having some burning sensation, very heavy? You are having pains at that part of your pelvic, vaginal discomfort, and a low back headache. Low backache that improves when you are lying down. Immediately you lie down, you start having terrible backache. You have been complaining. No one have been able to dictate what is happening to you. You need to go for a vaginal prolapse test. Do a test to know if the entire wall of your uterus, your bladder, everything have not collapsed into the vaginal opening. This is important. There are measures to use in helping people in this situation. So if you have such or similar instances, you have the symptoms. Whenever you lie down, you are very uncomfortable. You are having pains in at your back, very terrible pain. You have tried to treat arthritis, it has not gone. You have tried to treat the pelvic using a lot of painkillers. It has not helped you. Then you need to go for a test to know what is really happening in that area of your body system so that you can solve it on time, because not solving problems on time usually complicates things, and we don't want anyone to have any complications here. And that is why we are teaching you this. We are explaining this to you so that you look at the symptoms you are having, relate it with what we have said here, look out for solution and help in a way that can give you the expected health that you so desire. So vaginal prolapse is simply the falling of all the walls in the vagina onto the vaginal opening. The bladder can fall, the uterus can fall, all parts, the rectum can fall into the vaginal opening. This is always very painful. And if you have any of the symptoms, lying down, having pain, low back ache, and a very terrible pain while urinating, all these things are the symptoms. You need to get and help immediately. So thank you so much for listening to this. I'll be showing a picture where I'll be highlighting what we mean by vaginal prolapse so that you can have a proper understanding. It might not be common, but in case you have anyone that has this issue, that has these symptoms, you can shut us up so that we can also give you appropriate recommendation. Test is required, but there are other measures that can be used. But if it's not working, surgery is always the solution. So, but I pray and I believe that no one on this group will have such a problem by God's grace. So, see you in the next training.